This is David of Lotto Odds. It is February 24th, 2025. Okay, I want to make this video for a member who is new, Chud, and he's been doing pretty good at picking these numbers. I did put a hot play alert on the 22nd, and I showed that 831 was overdue. I showed the patterns that were overdue. And 789 had won right there, 789. And he had come and chose four numbers they believed would be the ones that had high probability of winning, and he chose 789. He's been doing this more than once. So I want to show him a good way to pick a strategy to really focus on one state instead of jumping around. Because each state does have a rhythm, a draw rhythm, and if he focuses on one state, he can catch that rhythm and wind up making huge wins with very few numbers. I'm going to show him, and others can follow this strategy, a really cool strategy where it will allow you to play with very few numbers and wind up winning very big. You have to have patience, you have to be consistent and persistent. Okay, and focused. All right, it's focused on one state. And one of the things I've always kept saying is 8, pair sum 8 and pair sum 9 dominate. You should really focus on these two. They dominate, they kill it. For example, let me show you here. Let me show you the calendar. All right, this is Texas. I like to play Texas because it has 4 draws, so it keeps you busy all day and night. So this is Texas. Look at all the 8 and 9 pair sums. 8 is pink, 9 is brown. They dominate. Look at that. Like every single day, pretty much every single day they're hitting, and in single days they'll hit. A single day they hit like 4 times. Look at that, 3 times, 3 times, 4 times. I mean, it makes sense to focus on this pair of sum because you wind up playing with few numbers. Let me show you a recent test that I did and how many times it won. And I stopped, but it kept winning. And how many numbers there were. Okay, how many few numbers and how many few numbers won. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to get even fewer numbers playing with this pair of sum, but then being able to reduce them even more. All right, so let me show you here. So this is a test I started on the 15th. Basically, this was the formula. Basically, just went with the pink and brown, which is pair sum 8 and 9. And I just chose the key predict green and single numbers, okay? So it'd come out, I'd update it before each draw. You must do that when you are working with key predict because it changes number patterns all the time after each draw. So you'd have something like this, like 9 numbers would be 822, which is popular, hits all the time. 813, one number. 831, one number. And then I played 9 pair sum, which is 10 numbers, 6 numbers, 1. That's what you would be seeing like that. And they kept hitting, so 5 numbers would hit. 11 numbers would hit. 13 numbers would hit. Then 5 numbers would hit. Then 10 numbers would hit. It just kept going. I stopped, but it kept hitting and hitting. And it'll keep hitting and hitting. Okay, that's the power of pair sum 8 and 9. Now, pay attention to how many numbers there are here. Look, because I'm going to show you how we're going to reduce these drastically and even eliminate numbers to certain pair sums. So, and still wind up winning multiple times a week with those few numbers, okay? But still, you've got to update them after every draw. Okay, so 9, see that? 1 and 1. 10, 6, and 1. Okay. Basically, what I did, the formula was just get key predict, get these patterns, pair sum 8 and 9, and just do key predict with single numbers, single digits. Why? Because that is what was winning constantly, okay? Single digits. I'm going to show you here. If you see here on the chart, the majority of the time that was winning are single digits, single numbers. I should say mixed numbers. See that? Just 3, 5, 7, not doubles like that. Okay, majority of the time mixed numbers would win like that. So that's why I did singles. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to improve this, upgrade this candle for you to look something like this. And this is important because now it's going to give you additional patterns that you can follow and help you reduce the numbers even more. And this is how I'm going to show you how you're going to reduce the numbers even more than what was there in this test right here. See that? All right. So it's going to work like this. First, the first color is here. You see the hit and miss? You already know what that is. That's the L1 hit and miss from the hit and miss column. Here, M3C hit and miss column like that. This is the key predict colors. See, green and purple, right? That's what they are. And we were playing basically I was playing 8 and 9 with the greens. All right, 8 and 9 with the greens, which is basically what I showed you. 8 and 9s with the green right there, and with the single numbers. Okay, so I was going for the single numbers, and it was hitting constantly. See how greens dominate here? Okay, in this strategy, we're not going to play the greens. We're going to keep them green and purple. But what we are going to play is this. These greens. You see the hit and miss greens on the L1 and M3. Look, I'm going to count each week what you're going to see here, how many times they hit in a week. And then we're going to go to the numbers, and I'm going to show you how many few numbers they will allow you to play to win, to catch the winner better than this green and purple. So if you look at here, you got the miss. Here's the green. Here's 1. There's 2. Well, it's a double, so let's not count that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in 1 week. So you could have won 8 times in 1 week. The question is, how many numbers do you have to play to catch those 8 winners? And I'm going to show you, okay, in a minute. Here, next week, starting the 10th, because there's no Sunday draw, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in that 1 week you could catch. The following week was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 in that week. Okay, and this week we're starting out, which looks like it is due for some more greens here, right? Now, let's go and see how many numbers we're going to be playing with, all right, when we utilize that strategy. First, I want to show you how you choose those numbers, right? How you choose the numbers, right? From the hit and miss columns, the miss, right? See that, the green, okay, is basically very simple. You go to the hit and miss. You see auto predict page right there. This is here. You see the greens right there. See the misses? That's it. All the misses right there on that side. That is on the right-hand side, right? The right-hand side here, M3C. See? Greens right there on the right-hand side. The left-hand side greens, are right up here. Look, green right there, green right there, and a green right there, and a green right there. That's all it is for the left-hand side, green right there. Right is right here. And then these two share, right, the same numbers. So for the left and right, because they're both greens on each side. So when I play with the right, I play all these numbers, and then with the left, I just choose these numbers, and it looks like this. Let me show you. All right. It looks like this. Okay, so all the greens on the right. Now, when we start with the 8 pair sum, look at that. Wow. 3 numbers. 3 numbers. And what were we playing with when I showed you with that sample? Look, 9 numbers. You can't beat that. So this strategy takes it down to 9 numbers. You've got 1 and 1 here, but look at this. None. Oh yeah. 1 for 8, 1, 3. None for 8, 3, 1. And you've got only 3 here instead of 9. Now when you go to pair sum 9, look at this. Look at this. Let's go back and check 9. 9 had 10. This was for night draw tonight. These are updated for night draw tonight, which is on the 24th. Okay, you've got 10. Okay, look at here. You've got none. Can't beat that. All right. Now 9, 2, 1. You've got 5 here. You've got 6 here, for example. All right, and 9, 3, 3. You've got none there. You got 1 there and none. So you're working with very few numbers, and it can show you exactly where the winner would land, either 8222 or 813. 813 doesn't hit often. Okay, look. 813, it's 822 that dominates. Look how many 822s there are. Look at that. So green hit 822 here. Green 822. Green 822. Let's see another green 813. Green 822. Okay, 1-2 brown. Look at the 822 dominating the green. Look at that. The 10th 822 822 green. Another 822 green. 822 green. Okay, green 921 on the left hand side. Let's look at the first week. 822 green. Okay, 921 912 912. So 822 green here, whole month is just dominating with the greens. Okay, so that is what you're looking at. 822 hits again with the green. One of those three numbers would win. Obviously, you have to update the numbers after each draw. But come on, through three of these in single numbers, you can make huge wins with that. Now, if you're playing for right green and left green, you got three there and you've got three here. Okay, so you got a total of six right there, six numbers right there. Okay, but then look at this. On the left green, you have none for 813, none for 831. If you want to play for left green, it's here 912, 7, 1, and none. Okay, that's how you reduce the numbers. And look at that, can't beat that. Okay, so if you're playing, if you're utilizing this strategy, you're going to wind up playing with less numbers than if you're playing with the key predict green and purple. All right, and look how many times the green wins. And because you're playing with few numbers, you can just basically just play. You know what? For example, if you're just playing on the right hand side, just play these numbers up here like that. Very few numbers. There's four numbers. Allow you to absorb multiple. You know what? Let's do a calculation here. Multiple losses. Okay, so let's say four numbers, you played them on average, right? So this dollar, right? So it's gonna give you 37 draws of the one. Look, it's 37.50 depending where you play is the prize, right? The lowest prize, right? Divide the $1 right there. Look, you got 37.5. So 37 draws you can do. 37 draws, and if you play on a two draw state, that's pretty much over half of the month that you're playing to catch the winners and stuff like that. But you want to catch it on next draw or within a few draws, right? So, but if you got 37 draws to catch the winner, my God, look at how many wins you would have had. And this is just this week, okay? So Texas is 4 draws, right? 4 draws, 4 times 7. It's 20. Look at that. Look at that. You could play it all week, and you would have won 8-2. You would have won here, 1 there, 1, 2. Even if you would have won there 2, 3. You would have won there 4. You would have won 4 times there. And not only that, as you're winning, you can up the investment and wind up winning even larger. You could go to $1 then after you win. Then you could go to $2 and $3 and $4 and $5. Okay, this is freaking huge. Look at the week of 10 to the 15th, right? It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 days draw because they don't have 7. So what are we talking about 7 here? All right, so 6-day draw, right? 6 days. So 4 times 6, and we had 37 draws. 24, right? 24, 37. 13 draws to spare. Look at that. Going on 2 weeks you could play, right, to catch the winner, and you'll still be in profit. Because even when you hit it on the 37th draw, say you never hit any draws for 37 draws, and you hit only on the 37th, you'll still make a profit on the 37th. But by looking at this calendar, you're going to hit multiple times a week. Look at the 10th to the 15th. Hit 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are 822s. I mean, 822s with 3 numbers, you're getting like that. Okay, let's see how it goes through the whole week. I mean, this is huge. All right, so look at the first week, the 3rd to the 8th. You got one hit there, one win. You've got one win. You've got two wins, two wins. Even all week, you're still in profit. And this could be huge profit depending on how much you bet. Because remember, it doesn't matter how much you bet. You can bet $100 on each of these in every draw, okay? But you still would have 37 draws to hit even and profit. Okay, 37. No, it doesn't matter how much money you invest. You'll still have the same 37 draws, okay, to make profit. This is huge, okay? This is the strategy you should implement. And we are going to upgrade this, so you're going to start seeing calendars like this, okay? So it's going to help you out a lot. You can do this on yourself. Create a calendar like this and just put this in there. You've got all the information in lotto odds, and just do like what I did. Or you could copy this and then just add to it, okay? And go for the greens, all right? I wish you the best.